There we go.
Country, world, the world. We want to hear from people from the world. I'm so small-minded. The country.
Oh.
That was really good. That was such a, like, I absolutely loved the shift in the perspective, because I did see somebody get their temp taken, and I did see somebody that was an asshole about it. But I didn't have the compassion that they were probably so scared they were going to figure out they had a high temp or whatever, or they lost 4 seconds in their day. So that's a really good shift, that if I could just keep in mind when I see people in fear, that I really need to throw them more love, right? Like, I need to throw them more love, throw more love on it.
Mm-hmm. Well, and we talked a lot about emotions and feelings and navigating our own internal territory during this call. And it seems to me like, because of so many of the distractions have been removed, so many activities, and so many of us aren't going to work every day, and even if we are working from home, it's a bit different, that this is a really great time to be connecting and getting more in touch with what's going on inside. We were talking about Phyllis earlier, and this is one of the things that she was just sharing with me, was about this not knowing my own internal experience at times is actually what's limiting me in my relationships with others, by overcompensating, right? By being responsible for other people and other things. And I wonder if we're all not doing that to a certain degree. Like we've lost collectively, again, I'm not saying that's all of us, but like collectively, we've lost this ability to sort of be with very simple things in life, like just what we're feeling. We're so on the go, so busy, so producing, so distracted, so, right? Like, I just feel like it's like when you have a snowstorm in the winter and it's blanketed and it's a Sunday and nobody goes anywhere because there's 5 feet of snow for places where they've got that. I grew up in a place in upstate New York like that, and everything's quiet. And it's sort of like, and all you think is you want it. Back then it was make a fire, sit maybe with a book, or just sit and look at the fire, or sit and look outside, or go play in the snow a little bit. But like, life just felt in those moments, even in the 1970s, it wasn't that long ago, but it was much simpler. And I just wonder if that isn't one of the real gifts, if we choose to see it that way, of like bringing life to such a level of simplicity and non-activity, that we can just be with what we're experiencing, which will strengthen our ability then, ideally, when we start going back into life and into our normal day-to-day, to be more self-managing, more self-aware, more self-knowing. Could that be the lesson here, or part of the lesson?
Right. And I think it's all that and more. It's the collective reset. Like, we're lucky to be having it. I don't want it to be under these terms, but we're lucky and blessed to be having it, I think.
Yeah.
I wish it was not something that could kill us, like this disease virus. But I guess some of us, I don't know. I just, it is what it is. And you're right. It is the reset for collective inward perspective, and living from inside out instead of outside trying to get in.
Amen to that.
and the choir said amen. Okay.
Don't forget to laugh with your kids, laugh with your spouse.
We need to do laughing yoga. Everybody should Google laughing yoga on YouTube. Belinda and I did that. We did that on our first podcast to kind of get loose and ready for it, didn't we?
We did, and it was
Belinda
great.
brought that forward. And it's just so funny because we just were laughing for like 5-10 minutes before we started our podcast, but it really does reset So everybody does need to find some humor and some laughter because it feels so good to laugh, right? Like something's got to give. So freaking laugh. So everybody Google laughing yoga because I can laugh just thinking about it in that video. See? See? And that was months ago that we saw that, but we still have, I mean, that's ingrained in our brain. So if you just go to YouTube and look up laughing yoga, it's mind blowing. And but it's a thing, right? So there you
It's
go.
a thing.
There's your tip of the day. Something's got to give. Give it to laughing yoga.
There you go. Cry a little, laugh a little.
Right. Let it all in. Let it all in. And then the virus has no room to get in.
There you go.
Right? All right. I love you.
Love you.
Next week.
Till next time.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.